Hey buddy, beard's a bit itchy. Hope y'all are doing alright. And yeah, my energy is a little low. Temperatures dropped. Not today, the temperatures increased today, but the past couple days we've been hit with some just colder and wetter weather than usual. And already being kind of beat up, I just feel like a little bit of a rejuvenation would do me good. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is my energy's low. So hope you guys can bear with that. But there's some things I want to get off my chest. And I'm a straightforward dude, other people like to use, this is my opinion, this is my feeling, this is my intuition telling me that other people use various means to communicate, messages, and then they say things that hint towards those messages, but again, they're not directly correlated, purposefully, I believe. It is what it is. I mean, everybody got to do what they got to do. That's the way they roll. It's not the way I like to roll. But what messages that I feel I have picked up on is that Joy wants to have kids with me. I'm just gonna be straight up. I could be totally off the fucking mark, but that's what message came through. And this happened about the same time, around the same time, just these past couple of days, when she's recently gotten back into bringing about her satanic colors to whatever level of affiliation she's at. See, that's the problem with the whole Satan thing, is like, how can one really believe anything that comes out of your mouth? Like, if you say you're in league with Satan, that means you're in league with deception. So it's like, even if she says she's only halvesies in, it's like, well, how the fuck do I know? And halvesies in is still you putting a large amount of your will, your heart, into the beast. And it's like, the beast is gonna do whatever the fuck he can to churn and burn and yearn for you to fucking do more for him. I mean, it is what it is. It's not so easy as like, I'm just gonna tiptoe on this fine line of the Most Highs and Satan, and just, I'll just, like, you think you're more powerful than both of them? I mean, it's pretty fucking arrogant. And then, so here I am sitting about like, well, how is that gonna fucking work out? Like, it's, And then there's the whole, like, she spends so much time, I mean, maybe not so much time, but her vibe gives off that she really, really wants some dick. Like more so than she wants somebody of like, good heart. And I'm kind of the opposite. I'm looking more for a woman with a good heart than a fucking wet pussy. I'm just being real. It's nice to have both. And I think she does have both, but I think her attention seems to be more focused on getting fucking slammed real good. Just keeping it real. That's what I pick up on. But then she talks about wanting to have children. So it's like, well, you talk about wanting to have children, but you're giving off this I just want to fuck vibe. But having children is really not about fucking, it's really about heart and taking care of shit. So, like, part of me is like, what's your plot line? Like, really, who are you? Like, really, what's going on inside you? I know what I want. Children is something I haven't thought about in a very long time. Because of my lifestyle, and also just me being a Most High soldier, and, moving around all the time and shit like that, and not being with a female for a very long time. And I also don't have a womb, so it's not as... Yeah, the idea has always been appealing to me, but, I don't know, I feel like it's different for females. They talk about how they have their clock that's just, kind of like it's their chemistry lets them know, like, hey, you got to get on this if you want to have it, otherwise you could miss out, or you get too old, or it's just not going to be, there's a ripe age for things, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that ripe age is a little bit more narrower, perhaps, for females than it is for men. So, and it's like, I know she also is like the type of person that when she talks about being in a relationship with somebody, it's like a 24/7, y'all are together all the time type thing. And that's also something that not, I'm that's different than me. Like, even with my buddies, my guy friends, like, I've always wanted time to myself. I've always liked enjoying time with them every day, hours every day, but I also know that I like time. I like my solitude. I like to be able to fucking chill and have my own thoughts and not have to, now if you can be with somebody who can just be quiet with you, that's a little different. But sometimes I feel like she needs constant attention to sustain herself. It could be one of the reasons why she live streams all the time. She has people paying attention to her and what she's saying, even though she doesn't know them very much at all. People are still paying her attention, and that can make one feel good. So it's like, that seems just a lot to throw on somebody else's shoulders for them to have to want to be there with another person 24/7. Now if it works into that, if people merge into that way, that's why it's also good to have similar beliefs and systems of doing things, because then you guys are all more alike. But with her and her Satanism thing and me and the Most High thing, it's like there seems like there's going to be an inevitable, conflict. And that worries me as well. And then you're talking about having children and stuff, and it's like, well, how are we going to go about, how would one go about fucking negotiating that with these two rather opposing ideals? And then, to be honest, she also gives off kind of like she gives off a sourpuss vibe. It's like nothing's ever good enough for her, and so let's just destroy the whole world. It's very lacking in gratitude for the beauty of life that's all around, in my opinion. And it's like, I don't know if I feel like spending a whole bunch of time with somebody who's always like bitching about shit, to be honest. Like, yeah, there's things we got to work on. It's cool to bitch about shit from time to time, but you focus so much of your energy on it. It seems toxic to me. Like I said, sourpussy. So, and I say these things, and I know I'm not perfect. I know I've put my body through hell. Just to throw it out there, my dick does work, but I'm 35. I'm not a young 20-year-old anymore, so it could be better. Another reason why I want to quit smoking cigarettes. But again, though, like, the fact that she puts such emphasis on that, like, in itself kind of deters me too, because it's not really about, the heart is the heart, the love is the love, the information, the pattern, the willingness to take care of, the willingness to listen to, and to not fucking, be immature and make fun of, and just like, do things to get a rise out of people. I sense she does that at times. And it just seems kind of immature to me. And I don't want to be with somebody who wants to fuck around with my heart. And I do think she's fucked around with my heart in the past. And especially with all this talk with the Satanism thing recently, and then now her wanting to have kids with me, like, it's hard for me to know what her intentions really are. And then when she does tell me, if she does ever do something like that, how do I know she's telling the truth? Because she's in league with Satan. So it leaves me at a place where I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to Florida. It's not for her, it's for me. I've always wanted to live in the tropics. Even before I saw her and met her seen her online, I've never met her before. 13's been in Florida. Nature Boy was always encouraging people to get in the tropics. And with us, quote unquote, going to war, even though, like, that's just I haven't even looked into the legitimacy of all this shit. Everybody else, not everybody, but people are talking about it, and I saw it on the front page of the Arizona Republic, so they're definitely pushing it. What's really going on, I think it's hard to know unless you're really there. But, you know, let's say that it is something like that is going to go down, then being somewhere where you can get your own fresh water, your own good fruits, you have the ocean, you can wash yourself, you can travel with the ocean, you can fish from the ocean. There's a lot of different things that tropical areas provide that you can't get somewhere like here in Arizona in the desert. So for multiple reasons, Florida is also a very hemp friendly, marijuana friendly state, as well as being very much against certain protective measures. So there's some good reasons for me to go there. It's also near Louisiana, and my buddy Andrew, who passed, lived in Alabama, and I've been meaning to pay respects to him sometime soon. I've always been drawn to the South, so I don't mind getting a job there and saving up and seeing the place and seeing who's around and seeing what the fuck happens. But I think for now I'm gonna be firm on my ground with the Most Highs, and I'm not perfect, like I said, but it's just about, let's just show improvement. Like, to me, that the Satanist thing does not encourage real good improvement. It has so many holes in it. It leaves so much room for wiggle rooms, and there's so many spin-offs in so many different fucking ways. It's just like, I don't think it's fucking good. I haven't seen anything good that I've really heard in it. I could break down all these things, but it's like, I don't even have the desire to do that. I know what's worked for me. I know what saved my life. I know fucking what I experience every day on the streets, and I know what helps keep things going. I know about paying it forward. I know how people pay me forward, and I keep going, and I help them out, and I help the earth out. It's just it's a much more healthy cycle for everybody. So it's like, I don't need to go and try to go into this. And it's also like the feeling I get whenever I look into these darker things, like there's a filthy, dirty, heavy feeling, and it's like, I don't want that. I've lived in my own filth long enough. I don't need to go fucking borrow somebody else's filth. I'd rather fucking breathe in some pure, some good air. You know what I'm saying? Some life perpetuating air instead of some toxic shit. And again, I'm not saying they're all like fucking eating shit and everything, but just metaphor, just literally just the toxicity, like even Demonic Druid, he's still like trying to make fun of me through his videos and stuff. And it's like, dude, come on, man. Like, how old are we and shit? It's like, I already asked you if you want to do a stream. You didn't fucking answer me on that. And so now you're just going to sit there and poke fun of me. It's just kind of silly and immature in my opinion. So anyways, I love you. I hope you have a good day. All right. Bye.